Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Leuva Productions. Today we are going to talk about how to correctly set input gain, channel faders and main left and right for the XR series of mixers. Before we go in any further detail, we need to thoroughly understand how exactly the sound flows from microphone all the way up to the main left and right speaker in any sound mixer. So I have made this diagram to make it clear. Anytime you connect a microphone or any device with the XLR input or a quarter-inch input of your mixer, the first thing that comes into the place is the input gain. After the input gain, compressor or gate, they come into the place, and that depends on if your mixer has inbuilt compressor or gate options. In our case, XR series, all the mixers, they do support inbuilt compressor and gate. So in our case, they will come into the place, and then after, the sound will flow to the main left and right or the monitors. In our case, it's the aux 1 to 6 and to the FX ends. Okay, so let's look at the input gain first, and because I'm using the channel number 14 right now for the recording, I'll click on it and I'll click on the input gain here. I already have a microphone connected on the channel number 14 here, but I will give you two tips that you should probably follow when you connect a microphone with your mixer. First thing, whenever you are connecting a microphone on your any input channel, make sure that your input gain here, this slider is all the way lower. And your main left and right and your monitor mixes are also at the lower level, because you don't want to connect a microphone when your main or your monitor mixes are at the high level and you are connected to like 2000, 5000 or 10,000 watts of sound system or the speakers, and you don't want to make a huge loud cracking sound and you don't want to freak out your audience and the people on the stage. Same thing, if you are connecting a studio condenser microphone for the first time with your channel, make sure that the 48 volt phantom power switch is off. You don't want to connect your studio condenser microphone to any XLR channel with 48 volt on, and you don't want to damage your studio condenser microphone. Alright, so let's come back to the input gain. Now, if you are doing the sound check for say lead singer, then you will have to tell the lead singer, after connecting the microphone on this particular channel, you will have to tell the lead singer to provide the show level performance. So if the singer is going to sing a song which is at the highest note in the entire show, ask the singer to sing that particular note, and when the singer is singing, increase this gain here and try to see if you reach somewhere around -18 or -20 decibel at this particular meter. You may have a question that view meter here it shows -20 decibel and the slider here shows +32 decibel. So what's the issue? My 2 cents, don't focus on this particular slider setting here. Try to focus on the meter here. This meter should be somewhere in the range of -18 and -20 decibel and you are good. When it comes to the input gain setting, there is one standard rule in the audio industry. The input gain should not be too low and it should not be too high. If you set your input gain here too high, if the slider is little too high and if you are reaching here like -10 or -5, then you will start seeing here the yellow and then the red color in your meter. And when you see the yellow or red color, that is an indication that now you are inviting a trouble. The sound that is going out from this particular channel, it will not be pleasant for the audience and even on the stage. If I keep this input gain too low, so right now it's around -20 when I'm talking normally. If I reduce this gain, you will see that my volume is going down. Now, in order to compensate that, I will have to increase my fader here, and you can see that now I'm almost reaching at the top of the fader and I have no more runway or no more room to go beyond here. So during the show, for any reason, if you have to increase the volume of this particular microphone, you are absolutely at your limit. There is nothing else you can do and you are stuck. So that's why you don't want to set this particular input gain too low or too high. So let me put it back to the original setting. I just clicked on my snapshot here for the tutorial, and my previous settings were already there and they were reintroduced. So in short, try to keep your input gain for every single channel in such a way that you are not clipping here, you are in the limit, not too low, not too high, and for every single fader you have enough room here so that in the show, if you have to increase the volume for particular channel, you have a lot of room here and you are not at the limit here. Same thing with the main left and right, sorry. You should also have enough room here. So if you want to increase the volume for the overall show, for the front of the house, you should have enough room here and you should not be all the way at 0 dB right at the beginning of the show. For any reason, even during the rehearsal or the sound check before the show starts, if you have to set your main left and right to the 0 dB here, my recommendation, try to bring it down somewhere around like 5 or 10 or -5 or -10, and try to open the volume on your speakers rather increasing the fader here. You should reserve this setting for yourself for the live show in case if you have to increase the volume from here. There is one more suggestion. Once your show or event starts, you should avoid changing the input gain for any particular channel in middle of the show, because whatever you are changing here, it is going to have the same effect on that particular channel, the front of the house, the speakers, and on the monitors. So say for example, this channel number 14 is used by the lead singer. So during the show, if I increase this slider by 5 decibel for any reason, then the same 5 decibel will be added for this particular singer on the front of the house speakers and also on the monitors. So the best thing is to correctly set the gain at the sound check level before the show starts, and for any reason if you have to change something, go by the fader setting here for the main front of the house, or if you want to change something for the monitor, you should rather go to the sends for that particular channel and you should change the gain gently for any particular bus from here. And setting up the monitor, I will cover it in a separate video. I don't want to go too long in this video, and that's why I will cover the monitor setup in some another video. So that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Have a great day.